Hello, America. Jay Bowdine back again with you guys. Today, I'm going to be talking about the government. Okay, I'm talking about the government. Touchy subject right now. But it definitely needs to be addressed. There has never been such division in our country ever. I don't understand it. I can't fathom what is going on. I mean, diversity is a strong suit. That's what once made our nation great, was the diversity that we had, and we all came together. We worked together as a team. And I don't know if you've noticed it in time, and it seems ever since the Obama administration that they've been trying to tear us all apart. And in many ways, there's good people on both sides of the spectrum, and there's bad people on both sides of the spectrum. And this is the thing. This is what we all need to understand. This is what we need to understand. Is we're all human. We are all human beings, and we all make mistakes. And nobody's perfect. God knows that not everybody's perfect. We all sin. We all make mistakes, and nobody's perfect, all right? And at one time, we all could understand that. And it's like I've said many, many times, that at one time we could agree to disagree. But now it's just like, if you disagree with either side, then you're just a piece of shit. It's gotten ridiculous. It really has. But if you look at it now, I know that Trump, for all you people that didn't like Trump, I can understand that he was pushy, that he was not one of those kinds that sugarcoated anything, and he was a bit aggressive with some of the way he spoke. A lot of people got mad when he said that Mexico was they weren't sending their best people over, they were sending rapists and murderers, and I can see how somebody could take that wrong. But the thing is, he didn't say that all Mexicans were rapists and murderers. What he did say was they're not sending their best people over. Most of them are from jails, prison. They've gotten out of jail and they're coming across the border. And not that there's not a bunch that are coming across the border that are great people, and he should have went in a little more depth, and that's understandable. People got angry. He did say a few other things that might have made some people mad. But this is the thing. He never said that any American people were just 100% the problem, with the country. He didn't say that, all Democrats are the threat to the nation. He did say the woke culture is destroying the country, and in a ways it is. We know the woke culture it's very divisive. It's dividing our people, into sections, and a lot, not just little sections. I'm talking about, little sections, a bunch of little sections. You know what I'm saying? The groups, everybody's in a group now. You're white, black, brown, straight, gay, bisexual, Christian, Muslim, atheist, natives, migrants, immigrants, whatever. Everything has a name now. And it's not that we're human. We're not American. We're white American. We're black American. We're Hispanic American. No, what happened to we're just Americans. We are the people. We're just people. We're all humans. So this is what I got to say. This is what I got to say. Now you got, and now you've got Biden, and Biden is 100% blaming everybody that voted for Trump or is backing Trump. That we are the threat to democracy, which is completely crazy. So we need to get into this. This is what we need to get into. We need to talk about this, and we need to learn. Everybody needs to learn that the only way that we're going to save America is if we come together. Not separate, but together, okay? That's the only way this is going to make it. And if we don't do that, then we're definitely going to head into what I believe, is what they're pushing, and that's not what we want. Like with Biden here giving his speech, it was very, very divisive. He was blaming everything on MAGA. The MAGA Republicans, they are 100% the enemy of the nation. And look at this guy. He looks like a Nazi or something. This is ridiculous. It is completely getting out of hand. And he blames, like I said, he's blaming half the country. Half the country believes in the Republic way, okay? They believe in Donald Trump's Republican Party, okay? This guy is no Democrat. I'm telling you right now, he is a divider. These people are socialists, and I know there are good democratic people out here, but this guy is pushing agenda that is leading to some very bad things. Like this photo here, where they're burning an American flag. This is what these Democratic or so-called Democratic leaders are pushing. We don't even know who these people are. We don't know if they are truly even Democrats or liberals or whatever that the left is pulling for, but they're burning the American flag, and like it says, Democrats desperately push the peaceful protesters' delusion. But when you get people out in the streets burning flags and getting people all riled up and stuff, people start acting crazy, and they start doing things that they normally wouldn't do. Now, this is our country. Everybody, we need to learn to, like I said, agree to disagree, but we all need to agree on one thing. This is our country. Now, they keep sending all our money overseas and all these other countries, and they're literally leaving the American working class and out, and they're leaving. We've got homelessness running rampant. We've got mental disorders that go untreated just rapidly because they don't care for the American people the way they should. We need strong leadership. We don't need division. We need someone who's going to bring us together and not blame others for their problems. Just like the people that run the Black Lives Matter movement. Okay, yes, 100% Black Lives Matter. And I don't disagree with that. I agree completely with Black Lives Matter. But I also agree with all lives matter. And I agree that police lives matter. Every life matters. And we need to, we don't need to look at it in a divisive way. We don't need to single anyone out. All that's doing is causing confusion with our youth It's causing confusion with people who have mental disorders. And when that happens, as you can see in the background, there's fires burning. There was riots going on when all this was going on, and that was just part of the left's division. They're trying to divide us, and it's not really the left. It's like I said, these so-called Democrat leaders. They are not what you think they are. These people are trying to tear America down. They're selling it off little by little. How can we stand by these people who are jacking the prices up of everything that we have, jacking our taxes up, and laundering money through other countries, through wars, and they're just literally robbing our taxes and putting them in their pockets, selling off our gas reserves, putting the money in their pockets, making deals with crooked people in other countries, in China, Russia, all these other places, and they are taking all the money for themselves, and they are selling the America that we used to live in. They're selling it off bit by bit, and it's getting worse and worse. And the way that they're getting away with it is by playing us off of each other, turning us against one another. Like I said, white against black, black against brown, straight, gay, bisexual, Christian, Muslim, atheist, native, migrant, immigrant, whatever you want to say, all these different names and labels, the MAGA versus the left, the right versus the left, the liberals versus MAGA, Black Lives Matter against the police matter, you know what I'm saying? It's all right in front of our face. They are doing it, and they're getting away with these things right in front of our face. And I believe they are setting us up for war. It's like they are trying to start a civil war between the people of the United States. The left against the right. 100%. Can we please, people, just look at your neighbor. Your neighbor could be on the right or the left, the opposite of you. And people who have been friends for lifetimes are starting to argue over things that they are lying about. They are putting it right in front of our face. The media is bought out, and they are just playing us for fools, and it's going to lead to another civil war if we're not careful, if we don't start listening to our hearts and seeing with our own eyes and believing for ourselves what the truth is, and not listening to someone else tell us what the truth is. War is ugly no matter what the cause is. And we cannot let these people divide us for every little thing until we start killing each other. These are photos from the last Civil War, from our first Civil War. And this was when there were far few people. There were so many lives lost. If there were to be a civil war in the United States today, so many people would die. It would be so ugly. And then while we were weak and while we were down, our enemies would also attack. China and Russia and anyone else that wanted a peace. And we would be destroyed. Death is what would become of us. And that's it. That's all we would have to look forward to. So please, people, let's wake up and think for ourselves.
I know
that we can do this. I know that we can break away from this evil that's spread across our nation, that has blinded us from what our true goals should be. Our true goals should be helping one another, trying to find common ground with each other, stop fighting with each other, stop calling each other names. Because I know the left, you guys, you think that MAGA Republicans hate you and just don't want anything to do with any of this or that. I'm a Republican. I like Donald Trump. I love America, and I'm patriotic. I love Jesus. I love people. I want to help people. I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to be against anybody. I like guns. I like my constitutional rights. I like my freedom. Look, I ain't about going out and hurting anybody. I'm about trying to help people. And most of the Republicans, the MAGA Republicans, like I said before, there's good and bad in every group. But most MAGA Republicans just want our freedom. We just want to be free. We want to stop seeing our taxes being raised. We want to stop seeing these Democrat leaders blame us for things that could not possibly be our fault, because most MAGA Republicans, we're just the folks that get out here and go work a hard day's work, construction or there's all walks of life. There's doctors, lawyers, everything, businessmen, everything. We're out here just trying to make a living, trying to raise our children, trying to do things right. There are some bad apples that are racist, yes. But the same goes for the left. Some of y'all's ideology, no, I can't get down with. I can't get down with it because I'm a Christian. But I'm not, look, you have your freedom. As long as we're Americans, you have your freedom to do whatever you want. There's limits, though. There's limits to what you can do. We don't need a grown man dressed up like a woman shaking his ass in a kindergarten's classroom. That's too far. It's ridiculous. But there are people on the left who like the ideology of everybody be who you want to be, and that's fine. Be who you want to be. Just don't put it in front of everybody. We don't want to see some of these things. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to see it. So, that's it. There's things that you don't want to see. You don't want to see me out shooting my gun and hunting. And I'm not going to push it on you. If you don't want to watch hunting and shooting gun, then don't do it. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to go to church, hey, that's your freedom, that's your right, don't do it. But look, there's no need in getting out here dancing in the streets with little boys dressed up like little girls dancing around and stuff, because see, that's putting it out there. That's the things that do bother folks, that are MAGA, I guess. But at the same time, I'm sure there's some things that we do that y'all don't like. But we can agree to disagree. We do our thing our way. Y'all do y'all's thing y'all's way. We agree to disagree, and everything's fine. But we don't have to fight each other. But we do have one common enemy. And I promise you this, the common enemy is socialism and communism. We need to keep our country safe and free. We need our guns so that we don't get infringed upon. We don't get taken over by a corrupt government. We need protection, and women need protection when they are out. There's nothing wrong with a woman having her little 22 and popping a cap and some dude that's trying to rape her. You know what I'm saying? Or there's nothing wrong with somebody having a gun if somebody comes into his house and is threatening to kill him. Hey, if you're trying to protect your family, why not? What is wrong with that? And AR-15, if you want to go with that, the gun thing, the reason why you need assault rifles is to protect yourselves from a large group that may not be just regular people. They may be people who are invading, and we just want to be prepared. There's nothing wrong with being prepared. It's like having a storm shelter or a bomb shelter. You may never use that storm shelter. You may never use that bomb shelter. You may never use your panic room, but it's there just in case you ever need it. You know what I'm saying? And there's many people who like to hunt, just as like the people that like to fish and all that stuff, man. So these are the things, the reason why we want to fight for our guns and the rights. It ain't to kill people. We're not out to lynch people. That's ridiculous. White supremacy, man, that's so far gone. I mean, sure, I'm sure there's still some racists, some white supremacy going on somewhere. But I promise you, here in America, that is the furthest thing from the worst thing in this country. The worst thing in this country is leaders that are going way too far, overstepping their boundaries by way too much. That's what is going on. That's what we need to protect ourselves about. We need to stand together on these things, okay? We cannot let these people overstep. And believe it or not, look, Trump wasn't so bad, and Biden and Obama, they are so bad. I promise you this. Prices, taxes are way up, wars are going on, people are divided, people are fighting, people can't even survive out here, okay? I mean, why in the world would we want to live in a country we can't even afford our gas to go to work in? Why would we want to live, and why would we want to live with these leaders that want to make it to where we can't eat? The daggum loaf of bread is too much to buy at the grocery store, or a can of coffee. It's ridiculous. I paid $9 for just a little thing of Folgers today, okay? $8 for just a little thing of creamer today. It's ridiculous. That is entirely too much, okay? $4 for gas is entirely too much for a gallon, okay? That is entirely too much. Groceries are entirely too expensive. Electricity is entirely too expensive. Everything is entirely too expensive because they are paying for things and they are that they shouldn't be paying for in other countries, laundering money through other countries, and they're lining their pockets. These people don't care about you no more than they care about me. Actually, they hate me worse than they hate you, because at least they got you believing that they're the good guys and we're the bad guys, okay? So look, the next time that a right-leaning Republican is giving a speech, listen to what he is saying. Listen to what Donald Trump has to say fully before you start getting judgmental, okay? Biden blamed, in that speech that he gave, he blamed MAGA Republicans like 30 different times. Did he say that the people of the United States, MAGA Republicans, are the enemy of this country more than China and Russia is the enemy? Come on, guys, we got to get together on this. Anyway, I'm gonna end it here. I'm Jathan Bodine. This is Hello America. Wake up, America. Let's get back together. Love you guys. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Let's get together on this. Love you guys. I'm out.